Hello, this is Angellic Voice ASMR, and today I've got a Magic the Gathering Chaos box. It is 3 draft boosters with 1 foil promo card. It's not necessarily going to be these boosters in particular, but it is 3 boosters and a foil promo card. Okay, and that's a little bit banged up, but it does the job. Now, let's open it. Open it up, and it's this huge box for such a small amount of cards, which is unfortunate. So, this card is a bit bent, which kind of sucks, but what we have is Calamity Bearer. It is a red giant berserker creature. If a giant source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to the permanent or player instead. It is a 3/4 creature. And then for the boosters we have 1 unstable, we have 1 Infinity booster with stickers and an outer space land in every pack, apparently. And a Streets of New Capenna draft booster as well. So, I'm gonna just do in this order that we have here. Now, first off, we have the Riveteers card. We have the Riveteers always finish the job. It's a black, red, and green. It is a treasure token artifact. By tapping and sacrificing this artifact, you can add 1 mana of any color. I have an island. Capretty Ascendancy is a red, green, and white enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature or a planeswalker card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it on the bottom of your library. Graveyard Shift, a black sorcery. This spell has flash as long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Refuse to Yield is a white instant. Target creature gets +2/+7 until end of turn. Untap it. Hypnotic Grifter is a blue human rogue creature. For 3 colorless mana, Hypnotic Grifter connives, which means you draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It says 1/2. Jetmir's Fixer is a red-green cat warrior creature. By tapping 1 red and 1 green mana, Jameer's Fixer gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to activate this ability, put a +1/+1 counter on Jameer's Fixer instead. It is 2/2. We have Waterfront District land. Waterfront District enters the battlefield tapped. By tapping, you can add a blue or black mana. By tapping 2 plus blue and black mana plus tapping this card and sacrificing Waterfront District, you can draw a card. is a colorless artifact. By tapping 2 mana and this card, sacrifice and sacrificing Ominous Parcel. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. By tapping 5 colorless and this one, as well as sacrificing Ominous Parcel, it will deal 4 damage to target creature. Mayhem Patrol is a red Devil Warrior creature with Menace. Whenever Mayhem Patrol attacks, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It has Blitz for 1 colorless and 1 red mana. If you cast the spell for its Blitz cost, it gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. It has 1/2. Riveteer's Initiate is a red Viashino citizen creature. By tapping 1 plus a black and or green mana, Riveteer's Initiate gains Death Touch until end of turn. It has 2/2. Gathering Throng is a white human citizen creature. When Gathering Throng enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Gathering Throng. Reveal them, shuffle them into your hand, then shuffle. It has 3/1. Majestic Metamorphosis is a blue instant. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes a 4/4 angel artifact creature and gains flying. Draw a card. Murder is a black instant. Destroy target creature. Social Climber is a green human druid creature with Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. It has 3/2. Goldhound is a red treasure dog artifact creature with first strike, menace, and by tapping and sacrificing Goldhound, you can add 1 mana of any color. It says 1/1. Then let's go for Unstable instead. I'll save the sticker and Outer Space Land for last, I think. First we have Wrench Rigger. It is a Goblin Rigger creature, red. When Wrench Rigger enters the battlefield, it assembles a contraption. Put the top card of your contraption deck face up onto one of your sprockets. Goblin Innovator, Goblin Corpse, Tomato. Is 1/1. I think the edges of these are interesting. I'm not sure what to make of them. Sylvie Preservation is a green sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card and reveal it. If there's a tree in its art, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Capital Offense is a black instant. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of times a capital letter appears in its rules text. Ignore reminder text and flavor text. Park basket case, all lowercase. Just Desserts is a red instant. Just Desserts deals pi damage to target creature. Pi is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. It's a smidgen more than 3. It's time to put the die in diameter. Flaky the Irrational. test subject is a spider monkey scientist creature. It's green and has reach. Whenever you roll a 4 or higher on a die, put a +1/+1 counter on willing test subject. By tapping 6, you can roll a 6-sided die. It says 2/2. Mother Kangaroo is a kangaroo host creature. It is green. When this creature enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die, put a number of +1/+1 counters on this creature equal to the result. It is 1/1. Next is Riveting Rigger, a white cyborg rigger artifact creature. When Riveting Rigger enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another artifact. If you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Riveting Rigger, and it assembles a contraption. It has 2/2. Next is Secret Base, a land. Is a colorless land. By tapping, you can add 1 colorless into your mana pool. Also, by tapping, you can add 1 mana color of any color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast a spell that shares a watermark with Secret Base. First Pick is a green instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Assemble a contraption. More or Less is a blue instant. Add or subtract 1 or 1 from a number or number word on target spell or permanent until end of turn. Shellephant is a green turtle and or elephant creature. For 0 mana, choose 1. You may activate this ability while Shellephant is in any zone. Shellephant has base power and toughness of 1/4, or Shellephant has base power and toughness of 3/3. Earl of Squirrel is a green squirrel advisor creature with Squirrel Link. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to create that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Creature tokens you control are squirrels in addition to their other creature types. Other squirrels you control get +1/+1. And then we have a full art swamp. Interesting. Okay, a full art black swamp. We have Treadmill, a contraption artifact. Whenever you crank Treadmill until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+2, gains vigilance, and becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. Boom Flinger is an contraption artifact. Whenever you crank a Boom Flinger, roll 2 6-sided dice. Boom Flinger deals damage to target player equal to the difference between those results. And then we have a zombie token creature. With, again, full art. Interesting. And last we have Unfinity. Must be the, oh yeah, these are the stickers. Interesting, they're in the, oh my gosh, they're in, on like a card itself. Misunderstood Trapeze Elf. Whenever you cast a spell, this creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the amount of generic mana this spell's mana cost. And hexproof is 4/2 for this one and 6/6 for that. I don't know. Interesting. Either way. Commemorate unique sticker sheets. No repeat sheets. That's cheats. Before each game begins, choose 3 at random to use that game. When told to sticker a card, choose a name or art sticker for free. Ability or power and toughness stickers cost just a few tickets each. Cards keep their stickers on the battlefield and in the graveyard and in exile, even the command zone. If a card goes to your hand or library, its stickers go back to the sheet. Stick them again if you can. Any ticket costs still apply. Make your cards stronger. Give them festive hats and more. Interesting. Grilliana's at the Astrolium. Okay, we have a bunch of costs here. Treasure. A treasure token artifact. By tapping and sacrificing this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Astratorium. Open an attraction by putting the top card of this deck onto the battlefield. Destroyed attractions go to the junkyard. Wonderful. Roll a 6-sided die. As your main phase begins, visit each attraction with the result lit up. Fantabulous. Building an attraction deck in Limited. Use any you draft or open a sealed deck, minimum of 3. If constructed, no more than 1 with the same name, minimum of 10. Hall of Mirrors is an attraction artifact. Visit. Choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn, except it isn't a legendary. If the chosen card is legendary. Cover the Spot is another attraction artifact. Visit. Drop 3 cards you own from outside the game, 1 at a time, onto the playing area, if from a height of at least 1 foot, about 0.3 meters. If those cards completely cover the spot, claim the prize. The prize is you get 4 tickets, then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Sacrifice, cover the spot, then open an attraction. This is a full blue land card, a full island land card. That's fantastic. I love these full art cards. Then we have Clown Car. It is a vehicle artifact. When Clown Car enters the battlefield, roll X 6-sided dice. For each odd result, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. For each even result, put a +1/+1 counter on Clown Car. Crew of 2 is 1/1. Monoxa Midway Manager is a black-red vampire employee legendary creature. Whenever you roll a 3 or higher, Monoxa Midway Manager gains first strike until end of turn. If the roll was 4 or higher, it gains Menace until end of turn. If the roll was 5 or higher, it gains Lifelink until end of turn. For 6 mana, you can roll a 6-sided dice. It is 3/3. Goblin Airbrusher is a red goblin employee creature. Whenever you place a sticker, create a treasure token. If it's an art sticker instead, create 2 treasure tokens. They're artifacts with tap and sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. This card is 2/1. Clandestine Chameleon is a green lizard guest creature. When Clandestine Chameleon enters the battlefield, you get 2 tickets. Then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Clandestine Chameleon has all abilities of ability stickers on other permanents you own and cards in your graveyard. This has 4/3. Next is Aardwolf's Advantage. It's a red sorcery. Creatures you own get +2/+0 and gain Alpha Strike until end of turn. A creature with Alpha Strike has the first strike as long as it's blocking or being blocked by a creature that comes after it alphabetically. Coming Attraction is a green sorcery. Search your land for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, open an attraction, put the top card of your attraction deck onto the battlefield. 6-sided Die is a black instant. choose target creature and roll a 6-sided die. If you get a 1, it has base deafness 1 until end of turn. 2, put 2 -1/-1 counters on it. 3, 6-sided die deals 3 damage to it, and you gain 3 life. 4, it gets -4/-4 until end of turn. 5, destroy it. 6, exile it. Dissatisfied Customer is a black vampire guest creature with flying and haste. When dissatisfied customer enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 3 or less, you lose that much life. Does 2/1. Impounding Lotbot is a white robot artifact creature. When Impounding Lotbot enters the battlefield, you may say incarcerate in a robot voice. If you do, exile another target artifact creature or enchantment until Impounding Lotbot leaves the battlefield. This has 3/4. Next is Seasoned Buccaneer, a blue Vidalcan employee creature. When Seasoned Buccaneer enters the battlefield, open an attraction. Put the top card of your attraction deck onto the battlefield. This has 2/2. And finally, Line Cutter is a black human rogue guest creature. When Line Cutter enters the battlefield, roll to visit your attractions. It has 3/4. Interesting. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45. Actual cards plus 3, so like 48. Almost. If you want to include the bonus cards, you've got like 50 cards here. Or cards, as it were. But I think it is a fun, really fun little experience here. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and as always, I wish you a good night.